I'm Tanushiya Ravindaran. I'm going to talk about behavioral theory.
Let's see what is behavioral theory.
Behaviorism, also known as behavioral psychology, is a theory of learning based on the idea that all behaviors are acquired through conditioning.
Moreover, conditioning occurs through interaction with the environment. Apart from this, behaviorists believe that our responses to environmental stimuli shape our actions. Study of behavior is built upon the theories and discoveries of successive generations, with many of the oldest theories remaining relevant to contemporary psychologists. The behaviorists felt that it was impossible to study mental processes objectively, but found it relatively easy to observe and measure behavior. Let's see the features of behavioral psychology, which have three. First is learning through association, rewards and punishment. Next is aversion therapy. For example, if a parent rewards their child with praise every time they pick up their toys, the desired behavior is consistently reinforced and the child will become more likely to clean up messes. For punishment, example, spanking a child when he throws a tantrum is an example of positive punishment. What is cognitive behavioral therapy?
I'm so lonely. I feel down about it, but I'm afraid to meet new people because of what they'll think of me.
I've been having panic attacks. They come out of nowhere, and now I'm getting more anxious about having them.
Visiting my family is so stressful. I get angry, and then I just crash when I get home.
Everyone else has everything together. Why am I the only one that struggles? I'm just so stupid.
These are the voices of depression and anxiety.
I know. I struggled with both, and it affected my husband as well as me.
I know. I have anxiety.
I know. I've had depression.
About 1 out of every 5 people experiences a mental health problem at least once each year, and depression and anxiety are the most common. Many people are familiar with what it feels like to be sad or blue, or very worried about something. For some people, those feelings are big enough that they become hard to manage without some help. Depression, anxiety, and other mental health problems can be treated, and most of the time, they can be treated very well. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is an evidence-based treatment. That means it's been proven to be effective more often than most other types of therapy. It's pretty simple, really. What we think and what we do can influence how we feel. For instance, if you have a relationship breakup and think, "Nobody will ever love me again," you might be less likely to go out and meet new people, and over time, you may get isolated and lonely. That pattern can lead to depression and hopelessness. So in CBT, we can practice new ways of thinking. Trained therapists teach us to change our thoughts. We would work to say something like, "I'm really sad that relationship didn't work out, but I still have friends and may meet someone else in time." This kind of thinking can lead to taking simple steps, like inviting a friend out for coffee, getting involved in a group that shares a hobby or activity you enjoy, or starting a conversation with someone new. After a while, with enough practice both thinking and doing, people can start to feel better and worry less. CBT helps people with depression, anxiety, panic attacks, hard relationships, and many other problems. It's typically used by mental health professionals in therapy, individually, or with groups of people. There are also lots of books available that help people work on their thinking and the thing to do that helps them start to feel better, no matter what the problem.
Sometimes relationships are hard, but we learned better ways to talk to each other, and we're having fun again.
Sometimes I still feel stress and I get worried, but it makes so much more sense to me now. I know what to do to get through it.
My depression is a lot better. I still have to practice some things, but I feel like myself again.
Depression, anxiety, and other problems don't have to last a lifetime. Cognitive behavioral therapy can help someone work through a problem pretty quickly. People can change their thinking, change their actions, and change their lives.
This is the cognitive behavior therapy cycle, which includes thoughts, emotions, behaviors.
It helps people in large part because it can explain why people act the way they do. Moreover, a psychologist can help people improve their decision-making, stress management, and behavior based on understanding past behavior to better predict future behavior. It also helps people have a more successful career, better relationships, more self-confidence, and overall better communications. Psychologically is so widespread today. Different sub-disciplines or branches of psychology are widely recognized and frequently leveraged in an array of industries, which is business, family, sports, media, and forensic.
Psychology also can help you throughout your career even if you don't become a professional psychologist. Why should study psychology? The importance of psychology.
First is psychology is a social science, which is based on scientific methods and principles. Although the focus of psychology is primarily on studies and statistics, this is the least field in which psychology is practiced after graduation.
The second is psychology helps in understanding relationships. The study of psychology does not necessarily make you healthier, but the study of psychology offers you greater knowledge and understanding of personal, family, and professional relationships. This means that studying psychology will surely allow you to solve all the relationship problems that you or anyone else from your circle, if knowledge, may experience. Psychology also helps build critical thinking skills. Critical thinking is one of the most important methods of thinking at all. This kind of thinking helps in all areas of life, especially educational areas, and this type of thinking helps greatly to develop yourself and show your best talent and abilities. Fourth is psychology offers greater employment opportunities. Contrary to popular belief that psychology does not offer you much employment opportunities, in fact, psychology graduates have very good job opportunities and many more. If you study psychology, you will be required to work in many areas such as law, social services, education, business, and many other professions. The real trick is how you present your degree in psychology. If you know its value fully and trust the necessity of psychology services in practical life, you will convince everyone of the need to hire you. If you do not appreciate the value of your studies and do not know the importance of your work, you will certainly not get the job you are applying for. Psychology is one of the most effective areas in the workplace. Organizational industry psychology focuses on understanding the human nature of employees in the workplace. Knowledge of human behavior is the most important focus when it comes to presenting a work. Your knowledge of the basics of psychology makes you a more important employee or manager. Psychology also can improve your lifestyle, which stay motivated and stick with your goals. Improve your communication skills, learn to understand others better. In conclusion, psychology is one of the most important sciences that can be studied at all. Psychology is important and necessary in all areas of life. One of the most important features of psychology is that it's possible to develop a conscious and distinctive generation. Psychology also helps study the behavior of workers and improve the labor market, and it is absolutely necessary to have a psychologist in any medical team in hospitals or health care centers. It is also necessary to have a psychologist in the workplace in order to maintain a balanced and healthy work environment. In addition, psychology also includes the psychology of growth and development, as well as through which the study of crime and it develops the others. In the end, remember that you are making the right choice if you are seeking to study psychology, because it will open up unimaginable horizons in the future.